Welcome to Bronx Talks, where every week we talk to a guest who can share their perspective on the world today. I'm your host, Javi Lopez from Bronx United, and our guest for this week is Stephanie Sosa, who was on season 15 and 16 of So You Think You Can Dance and made the top 10 in season 16. She's now in the cast of High School Musical, the musical the series, which is now being streamed on Disney Plus right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's welcome Stephanie.
Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Sosa. I'm an actress on High School Musical, the musical, the series, and was on So You Think You Can Dance season 16. So yeah.
Well, I'm pretty thankful and grateful to have you in the show. Um,
I'm
so
excited.
I'm gonna ask you some questions about how was you affected by COVID-19 and about your dancing career and as well as your acting career, because in my opinion you are great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
at the same time. So we're gonna start it off by saying like, how were you affected by COVID-19 and how fast were you able to adjust it?
So I was filming season 2 of High School Musical, the musical series here in Salt Lake City, and then because of COVID, due to COVID, they had to stop filming, and then I just moved back home, and I've been trying to find different ways to inspire and teach people and just stay productive, even though like we were in quarantine. But so yeah, I mean, it's been hard for me, like having going from like being busy and grinding all the time to having to find ways to do that when you're at home. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, like I hate it because we were starting our season and everything, and yeah, like we had like big hopes. A lot of people had like bigger hopes on us. So we were like the top dogs in the whole league and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and it just got ruined. And but I mean, we could try again on the full season if we have even a full season.
right. It's like everything's kind of in the air right now. But
Yes, but yeah, I bet it was like pretty hard for you because like you had to like a lot of stuff and then you just gotta stop and then just wait for
yeah,
I'll do more.
I was like on a roll of like my next move after So You Think, and then it just boom
Oh my god, yeah.
out of nowhere.
I've seen you because like you do like those lives and you teach people how to dance stuff. I'm not good at dancing, but
Nope, I
but yeah,
can't play soccer, so
I've seen you though. I've seen you. I'll be trying, but like you know what? I'm good working out. You know.
yeah.
So for a second question, how did you start with your dancing and acting career, and when do you realize you could make a career out of it?
Okay, yeah. So I started dancing when I was 7 years old. I had started doing singing lessons actually, and then my coach moved away, and I wanted to dance, sing, and act. I wanted to do all three. So we found a studio here in my local town that did all three, and then from there, I just kind of was hooked. And then after seeing people from my dance studio like go on do the different shows, like Dancing with the Stars, So I Think You Can Dance, and like seeing them like pursue that, I was like, if they came from my studio, I can do that too. And so then I just started like working really hard and grinding, and then until I made it happen. But yeah.
I mean, the opportunities come and go. Mm,
Right.
yeah, I mean, well, we're pretty thankful to have you in the show too. So
I know.
it's good. It's good. So, well, sometimes I like to put my perspective, like how you started your dance career, and I put like how I started my soccer career, but like the viewers could know a lot about me and a lot about you as well.
Hmm.
So how I started my soccer career. So it's a funny story. It's a funny story. So my parents paid for a soccer team. So I'm from Venezuela, right?
Hmm.
So my parents paid for a soccer team there, and they paid like a lot of money. And then they're crazy. First of all, they're crazy. I was like 3 years old. So every time like I went to practice, there was like a nest like with birds and stuff, right? So every time I just saw rocks, I just started kicking into them. And then the practice was like right there, people practicing, kids actually trying to practice, and
Right.
we're here kicking rocks to little birds. Which when my mom told me about it, I felt so bad because we shouldn't be doing that.
Right. No.
But but then no, she be like really like um she be telling everybody about it, and then she was like, when if let's say if I get famous, I'll be a professional soccer player. She says that when she had the chance, she's gonna tell everybody about the story. And
Yeah.
like, hopefully it's not embarrassing, because right now it's not embarrassing, but when a lot of people sees it, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I spent so much money for you to go to a soccer team. You were just kicking rocks. And we're like,
Yeah.
like she's
That's
fun.
awesome. That's when you know you're meant to do it. That's when you
Yeah,
know.
right, right, yeah. I mean, she was like, at least she wasn't throwing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's a crazy woman. I love her. So a question that came up from that, like, how do you get the opportunity to do the audition for High School Musical, the musical, the series?
I was really blessed that like they filmed the show here up in Salt Lake City. It's like an hour away from where I'm from. And they were looking for dancers. And at the time I was planning on doing So You Think, because I had auditioned for So You Think season 15, made the top 20, didn't make the top like the live shows. So then when I got cut from that show, I was like, I want to come back and I want to make top 10. So I worked really hard that whole year. So when going to the High School Musical audition, I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to do High School Musical even if I got it, because I want to do So You Think. So then I went to the audition. Like my agent was like, just go. Like you don't know what could happen. Like you could make connections. Like whatever. So then I went to the audition, and then when I got a call like 2 weeks later that they chose me, and there was only 6 of us, and that we'll be acting in it too. And so then I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. Like I'm doing High School Musical, and then I'm also having to do So You Think. And that's funny because High School Musical told me like you can't do So You Think, like you need to commit to us or not, like not at all. And so I made it work that I was able to do both. So I was really blessed in the way that like the opportunity kind of just came into my life without me even like looking for it. But I think it's because I had the right mindset and I was working hard and just like doing everything that I needed to, and just kind of waited for my time. And yeah, I think God definitely just put it in my life.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I mean, they got a good one at least. So
Oh, yeah, thank you.
yeah, like at least she's a good person to do it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we're pretty lucky. Yeah, whoever she's that, like, so
Thank you.
so so what do you feel is your biggest accomplishment as a dancer?
As a dancer, I think as a dancer, definitely like making So You Can Dance top 10. And then I don't know, that's difficult. I think when you're a dancer, I think the ultimate show you want to be on is So You Think. So I think doing the show definitely was like one of my biggest accomplishments as a dancer.
And what
Um,
about acting?
So funny story. I wasn't like planning on doing acting. I just wanted to be on Dancing with Stars, be a dancer. But then after doing the show and like being able to act and like get lines and stuff, like I realized that I actually like acting more than dancing. And so I think doing High School Musical, I don't know what I have in store for acting. I still am so new to it. Like people think I'm an actress, but
Uh,
I'm still trying to
Good.
learn
I'm
everything
saying
I can.
you're good.
Huh?
I'm saying because you're good. That's all. That's all.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm transitioning right now from dancing to straight acting. So, as an actor, I don't know. I think High School Musical is such a great like stepping stone. So hopefully, like in the near future, that I start doing more shows and yeah.
yeah,
But
like literally, because I'm part like of the fandom. Like in Twitter, I feel like you know me and stuff. Um, like we see you and stuff. Like you're pretty good. That's why. Like we're pretty good, and we appreciate you all that. And
thank you, thank you.
you do a lot of stuff that make us fans like love your work. You know, like
Yeah,
interacting with fans and even teaching people like how to dance, little kids and stuff like that, which is pretty inspiring.
yeah.
But so, what do you think is your next goal?
My next goal right now is just I'm gonna continue training and everything that I can. I want to try to get on Dancing with the Stars. That's like my next dance goal. And then for acting, just continue doing High School Musical. And I want to sign with a agency and start auditioning for different shows, and hopefully like star in a feature film where like I can show all my talents, not just like my, because on High School Musical you see me mostly acting, and then like on So You Think you see me dancing. So I would love to star in like a feature film where like I'm able to like sing, dance, and act and just show all my talents. I think that would be like my ultimate goal or dream. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
On the group chat, like we said, like what do we want for season 2? And somebody put like more lines for Steffi. And I was like, I agree with that.
Stay tuned, guys. Can't say anything, but stay tuned. But yeah.
Yeah, don't say anything because I can post this. So so before dancing competition begins, how do you make sure you have the right mindset, and how do you help, like with the mindset, how do you help it advance to the next round?
When I'm doing dance competitions.
Yes.
Um, so I think for me, making sure that, because I actually suffer from anxiety, and so just making sure that my anxiety levels are down, and I think just making sure that leading up to the competition date that I'm doing everything I possibly can to be prepared, because I feel like when people go into a competition not prepared, that's when you don't have the right mindset. So I think it's like the preparation up until that event is the most important thing, so that when you go to the competition that you're at ease with like everything that you have and to offer and everything, and you just perform your best. And I like to say a prayer and just like when it comp days, like no one talk to me because I'm like so on the zone. So but yeah, just making sure that you have the right like preparation.
We got something in common for that, because
Yeah.
stuff like that in cup games.
Yeah.
Oh, like, man, like sometimes my friends hate me. Literally, they get so mad at me because I don't text them through the whole day.
Yeah, I know.
I can't. I'm so sorry. I just can't. I mean, like I have to be in the right mindset, in the right place.
Right.
And like even though sometimes my mom gets mad at me, like, you didn't tell me you got to the coaches already. I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. I just don't want to text. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. You're like, I'm in the zone. I know exactly what it. Yep.
How do you think that helps you to like advance to the next round, even though like you already prepared and stuff like that? Is there something like in the middle of you doing the action, like?
I think just making sure that you don't, because I feel like with a lot with competition in general, it's a mindset, like, and like making sure that your mind is healthy and just not getting in your head, because a lot of like performers will get in their head and second guess things about themselves, or I don't, because I know soccer it's different, but for dance, like just second guessing themselves and like their art and their performance. And just I think being confident with what you have and not getting distracted like in the middle of the competition, and like seeing your components and being like, oh my gosh, they're so good, but like focusing on what you have and not what others have, I think is like the thing that can definitely step you up a little level.
Yeah, I mean, they just like appreciate what you have and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a good lesson to learn.
Yeah.
You know what? You never know what's gonna happen next or what's gonna happen during it. Just appreciate the moment. That's the biggest.
Yeah, and just only worry about what you have control over, which is yourself. So don't worry about what others are doing. Just like your journey that like is important. So just focus on yourself, you know?
Yeah. So, what is your favorite part about always being around like minded people who've also share the same love, the same passion on dancing and acting? Like every day you go to film and stuff like that. How does that feel?
Honestly, it's such a blessing, like, because I grew up going to a high school where I can just like people around me didn't have my mindset or my drive. So like it was really frustrating, and like I was always having to motivate myself. And I think when you surround yourself with people that have the same goals and aspirations as you, like it almost elevates you and like inspires you to want to do more and more and more. And so like being on set with everyone that like is so talented, like it just makes me more motivated than I already am. Like it's like nice not having to be like the only motivating force of like myself, but like having other people around me. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would be blessed if I was you too, you know. Yeah, like I would be blessed too, but yeah, it's like different way. Okay, so it's like the same way like soccer, like doing practices and stuff like that. Just like I like she's the way I'm like the captain and stuff like that. So like I like gotta be the first one in practice, the last one to leave, to work hard. Well, those are the standards I put myself into. That's how my team is. So like that, hopefully do it one day and stuff like that. So like every time like I just go and I just put my 100%. Well, not really, because I don't take practice as I take games. It's just a different mindset. So like I just go like a little bit, but at the same time I still work hard. So like it's like good. Like are you still working hard? You're still doing what you like to do at the same time, but still like trying your hardest to do what makes your teammates happy and then yourself happy.
Right. Hmm.
So like, see, my teammates like grew to better players. Like let's say, because I got practice on Tuesday and Thursday. So on Tuesday they were a person, and on Thursday when we finish practice, they're a new soccer player who's really good.
Right.
It's just like wow, we're good. Like
Yeah.
good team. So like that's just really inspiring, and it just motivates me to work harder and to make it for them. I mean, thank
Yeah.
you for being here.
No, no, thank you for having me. I
And,
mean, I enjoyed it, and I hope that I get to inspire more people.
yeah, well, at least you coming to New York, so a lot of people from New York's gonna see you.
Oh my
Hopefully.
gosh, I love New York. You don't even understand. It's like one of my favorite places ever. So if I'm ever in New York, I'll let you know.
Oh, of course, yeah. You could. I mean, we could hang out and stuff like that. So yeah. Thank you very much. So I
Yeah,
gotta.
and I think it's awesome what you're doing and like inspiring people in your community. Like a lot of people don't do that. So I think that is like very honorable thing. So
I
that's
appreciate it.
awesome.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
with the bottom of my heart. I really do, because that's all like what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Stephanie Sosa for coming into the show. Thank you very much for the support I'm getting lately. I really appreciate it with the bottom of my heart, and a lot of support coming as well to SBU. So I appreciate that. Make sure to go to Power of 11 and donate for our students, athletes, and our organization as well. I appreciate everything you guys do. Stay safe, wash your hands, and make sure if you're going outside to stay 6 feet apart. A little reminder is never bad to tell people. Big thanks and stay safe. Thank you for everything.